The Oklahoma Attorney General is investigating the largest home insurance company in Oklahoma and the United States, State Farm.
Tulsa's investigative reporter Janet Clark has done several investigations this year into State Farm after getting numerous complaints from our viewers. Here's her follow-up FOX23 investigation.
Cassandra Spears has been fighting with State Farm for almost 2 years. She's trying to get the insurance company to cover the costs of water damage to her home after the dishwasher broke.
Water was just rolling down the walls and mold covered everything.
That's horrible.
Yeah, everything was ruined and wet.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Cassandra says at first State Farm denied the claim, then finally paid some of it, but not all.
At this point, I'm very frustrated. The house is just sitting here.
You pay your insurance.
Yes.
You have a problem.
Yeah.
You think it's going to get covered.
And it should be.
But it's not.
They unnecessarily delay it.
Why did you want to talk to me?
I don't have any way to combat them. I'm not big enough.
It really irks me.
Then the owner of roofing company IT Roof Tech came forward. Tell me why you wanted to talk to me about this.
We're treated like a private lender or a nonprofit that's not even going to break even this year if we don't get any kind of assistance.
Jonathan told me for the past 2 years he's had trouble specifically with one insurance company, State Farm. He can't get the company to pay claims for damaged roofs like he says they should. He told me State Farm underpays many of their claims, like one he's been waiting on since May.
I didn't do this to lose $5,000. No.
Jonathan showed me several examples like that of when he's lost money on jobs.
I don't understand why they're not paying the contractors. It's mind-blowing.
Tulsa attorney Christopher Camp says he's seen the number of lawsuits against State Farm continue to go up for bad faith claims. When you say bad faith, what do you mean?
An insurance company has an obligation to fully, fairly, and promptly investigate all claims. And there's several ways that they can fail to do that. They can unreasonably delay the handling of a claim. They can deny claims that they know are valid.
Back in May, I asked Oklahoma Insurance Commissioner Glenn Mulready about people's complaints about State Farm. He told me his office investigates all complaints. If you were to find out that a company was routinely denying claims that they should be paying, bad faith, would that be a reason to pull an insurance company's license?
If we saw repeated behavior of that and we had taken some sort of, steps of disciplinary action and that didn't change, absolutely.
Then a month later, the insurance commissioner sent this special notice to all insurers licensed in Oklahoma. It calls out some insurers for underpaying claims. Jonathan told me he tried using that notice and attached it to his emails to State Farm, but it didn't do any good.
It's not favorable to anybody. It's a joke. You have a piece of paper that means nothing.
Now, 6 months later, Attorney General Gentner Drummond announced he's investigating State Farm and filed a motion to intervene in a lawsuit.
What roofers had told me is before it looked like they were just denying claims, and now it looks like they're just underpaying claims. What have you found?
There is some sort of an internal policy at State Farm through which they represent and charge, for full coverage, but yet don't provide the full coverage.
Is this hurting roofers, homeowners?
It's hurting everybody. It's clearly having an impact on the consumer.
Is it typical that your office would be investigating something like this, or is this someone else's job?
Typically, when an industry is regulated by a state agency, I don't have to be involved. In this instance, there's just a simple disagreement in the scope. I don't have any adverse comments regarding the insurance commissioner, but I'm seeing too many incidences of Oklahomans being injured, and that's my job.
Do you think the insurance department is doing its part in regards to the complaints about State Farm?
I think you can do more.
Mulready told me the insurance commission is investigating, but didn't give specifics.
We've had an ongoing, and by ongoing, I mean more than a couple of years now, investigation into insurance companies' handling of roof claims.
Is it about State Farm or just companies in general?
Yeah, I won't make any names in that because the statutes are pretty clear on the confidentiality of that. When we take action, that does become public information.
What do you think is really going on with State Farm?
I think State Farm has a concerted policy of representing full coverage and having a policy of the claim denial inside its own shop so that Oklahomans pay for full coverage, we get no coverage, and State Farm reaps a huge benefit.
Fox 23 asked State Farm about the Attorney General's initiative. State Farm sent this. At State Farm, we're committed to giving our customers all the benefits their insurance policies provide. The fact that someone files a lawsuit does not mean the allegations made are true.
What do you intend to do?
We can see the settlement behavior of State Farm throughout the state and see if there's a custom and practice of paying 100 times the claim if you have an attorney and 0 if you don't. And if that's the case, there's going to be a reckoning with State Farm, a disgorgement of profits, and an allocation of those monies back to those who have been State Farm insurance customers.
Would there ever be any consideration of filing charges of some kind against State Farm?
Oh, certainly. If there have been violations of criminal law, I will not hesitate to hold those accountable criminally.
For homeowners like Cassandra,
It was devastating.
and roofing company owners like Jonathan, they've been wanting an investigation into State Farm.
State Farm is beyond any kind of norm. I mean, this is an everyday challenge and fight.
Covering news that matters, Jana Clark, Fox 23 News.
The insurance commissioner says he expects to have his investigation finished by March of next year, and any action taken will become public information.
As for the lawsuit, the Attorney General says he anticipates State Farm will use every means available to slow down the litigation, and Drummond says he will use every means available to accelerate it.
Do you have a tip or issue that you think Jana Clark should investigate? Let us know. Email FOX23 Investigates at fox23.com or call 918-388-5354 or search Fox 23 Jana Clark on Facebook.